Alright guys, I am back, and it's time for these both second and final figure review for today. So yeah, this is the 1 7th scale Shioriko Mifune from Plum. So here's a quick look at the box. Got the window packaging with the figure in there, looks very phenomenal. Love Live Nijigasaki High School Idol Club. Got Shioriko's logo right there. There's the title right there in kanji and katakana. It's Plum. There's the price I picked it up for. We got a very phenomenal product shot right here. Looks very beautiful. This is Mifune Shioriko in kanji right there. Here's the other side. Another very phenomenal and beautiful product shot right there. Very nice. Mifune Shioriko again. Here's the other side. Shows some more product shots and what it looks like when displayed. Very nice. Here's the other side, another very nice product shot. Here's the top, Mifune Shioriko, of course with more window packaging. And here's the bottom. And let's go ahead and get this thing unboxed. Real quick, here is Shioriko out of the box but still in the plastic. So as you can see, there's not really any assembly required. Pretty much just have to attach her onto the display base and that's pretty much it. Looks very cool. And just like with Arena, this figure is also protected by plastic to avoid paint chip and everything. So let's get this thing out of the plastic and then get to reviewing. Alright everyone, so here's Shioriko Mifune fully unboxed and fully unpackaged. Let's go ahead and take a closer look at the figure. So starting with her face, looks very beautiful, just like in the anime. So we got the red eyes right there. They're very well painted. Of course, she's got a beautiful smile, as you can see. It looks like she's got a bit of a blush going on. Of course, you can pretty much see her eyebrows behind her bangs right there. Looking very nice. Of course, the hair also looks very beautiful and it's very well painted and sculpted. As you can see, there's the back of it. Looks very nice. The hair accessories also look very nice. Especially like this one clip right here in her hair. Looks very nice. Looks the exact way it does from the anime. Got another, I believe, hair clip right here. Looking very nice. And of course, this headwear right here, I'm not exactly sure what this is called, but looks very beautiful. It's nicely painted and nicely sculpted, looking very clean. I really like it. And of course, awesome sculpting detail on the outfit too, especially on the arms and the hands. And of course, these long, sleeve-like things right here. I forget what these are called, but they're very nicely sculpted and they're nicely painted. They look very phenomenal. They also look very beautiful as well. Very nice. Same with this one. Looking very nice, like the flower patterns and everything. The way they're flowing as she moves. Very nice. Of course, we got these pieces of jewelry on her, looking very nice. Nicely painted, and I like the finish on them. Of course, the rest of the outfit, the belt part right here around her waist, the upper parts of the outfit, all looking very nice. Of course, here's the belt parts, how it's tied behind her, looking very nice. Of course, the dress part, it's looking very nice. It looks very poofy and everything, just like with Rina. Of course, these parts, they look very nice. They're nicely painted, very well sculpted. I like it. Then of course we got what I think are either the leggings or maybe the socks. They're very nicely sculpted, as you can see. Nicely painted. And of course we got her high heels. The white and the gold, looking very nice. They're cleanly painted. I really like that. Awesome figure indeed. And then of course, we got the nice display base here. So of course, instead of like grayish, it's like jade colored, because that, of course, that's Shioriko's color. Just like how Rina's color is like gray or even white, I believe. So we got Shioriko's logo right there. Very nice. Then of course, Love Live Shioriko Mifune, Nijigasaki High School Idol Club. Looking very nice. Now let's have a quick look, 360 look at the figure. Great paint application from Plum. This is very nicely done. Yeah. Nice pose that she's in. Looks very beautiful. Yeah. This is a figure that I highly recommend. Of course, it's time for a couple quick figure comparisons. So for the first figure comparison, here is the Plum Shioriko figure next to the Sega Perching Shioriko figure. So as you can see, huge size difference and just like a huge difference overall. So as you can see, this figure really towers over this figure. Even when brought up to, I guess, like the same level, you see it, this one still really towers over this figure. But of course, this one's in like one of the school idol outfits. This one's in a swimsuit, as you can see. But yeah, still the same character, and they'll both look really cool and beautiful when displayed together. So yeah. And for the second figure comparison, here's Shioriko next to Rina. So as you can see, they look like they're around the same size. Well, only because, of course, they're like not standing up straight. But of course, certainly all of us who know of Nijigasaki know that Shioriko is taller than Rina. So yeah. But of course, I guess, like just overall, especially like when it comes to the ways that they're posed, I guess Rina is like a little taller. Like, especially like when since she's got her arm raised up like that. But still, they still look pretty cool together. And yeah, they'll both look really cool in your display shelf for display. And so, yeah, this is pretty much it. These are the only two from Plum that I have. I do plan on eventually getting the other Plum Nijigasaki figures. So like they've released these two. They've also got Ayamu, Kasumi, Lonju, and Emma. And I actually saw those four at the same store that I got these two at. But I just only felt the need to pick up these two. I really hope that they do eventually make both Ai and Karin. I don't know if they will, but it'd be nice for Plum to make all the characters from Nijigasaki, if you know what I mean. But yeah, this is it. Let me know your guys' thoughts on the Shioriko figure in the comments down below. And that's pretty much it for today. So yeah, tell me your thoughts on this figure or in both of these figures, and I'm out.